Thanks for staying with us. So during the break, one of our producers told us that, obviously we are totally clueless. She told us that the Gwagwadala song that
it's not as clean as we thought.
Because you can see it, if you look at it literally, it looks okay. But those who understand the subliminal meaning understand that they're referring to something.
When they were rolling shawarma, something
please don't break it down.
referring to drugs.
Yes. That's what we've just been told that. But the truth is that the kids don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know that.
They're just singing the song. So they're just like us, we're ignorant of the real meaning, but they're just singing and having
people that know.
So this is a mistake that maybe the school also made, just like we made, where we're thinking, okay, let's listen to the lyrics. It does not sound like there's anything bad in it. But of course, we put the responsibility on the school to make sure that our children, when they're in school, they're listening to edifying, as my mother says, edifying, edifying content, wholesome content. So, there are some things that happen that I don't do at home, but in school they insist. Like my daughter's school, they insist that they don't wear sleeveless outfits. In my house, she's allowed to wear sleeveless outfits. And I don't find it, and I don't think it's such a big deal that the school is insisting that she wears, because for me, I know that it's a way of instilling discipline. She needs to know that there are different outfits for different places. So in school, there's a way that you are dressed. If there's also a way that you have been told to dress in a particular place and you want to be part of that place, then you must follow, the ethics that they've put on ground. So, with schools, even with music, that's what we're talking about. It's about the lyrics. This time, I will give the school a pass because even I did not think that there was anything majorly wrong because I didn't understand the lyrics, and any other person who is not really in that space may make that mistake. But we need to be careful what our children are consuming, especially when it's in school. Because our children come back from school and there are some things we tell them to do and they say, no, but in my school. They understand the authority that school has. They understand the impact and influence that school has. And so we're hoping that schools understand that too and push only for those things that will help us raise wholesome children.
Let me take this call from Olayemi, calling from Mishere. Thanks for calling, Olayemi. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
My name is Olayemi. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. The topic is quite interesting. There's no big deal in listening to that music. Because I've actually gone to AudioMac. I've searched for the lyrics and it's interesting. So I don't see any reason why people should condemn the music.
All right.
Talking about the makeup. The makeup on the girl, I've not seen the video of the school performing, but I'm seeing for the first time on YourView. So I've actually seen mothers of nowadays doing makeup for their children, which is every makeup, which is not good at all. So I don't know why. If you go on TikTok, on Facebook, you see different people doing photo shoots for their kids. I think people should talk about the makeup.
Right. So we can't really use the same template for every child. The parents are different. People are different. Even around the world, there's some kids, their parents will use their makeup at 3L and wondering what the kind of rubbish is this. So the same society would also reject it in some way. So we can't all be different. We can't all do the same. We use the same moral compass for everybody. But go ahead.
So we don't all have the same kids. We are all not the same parents. We would always raise our children to the best of our own ability. The benefit or the reason for such conversations is that so that people who are not aware can pick up and say, okay, can I drop this? Can I be more liberate? Allow my children to do a bit of this and a bit of that. I, growing up, decided that I would, because growing up, for instance, I was exposed to music, right, from very early. I was singing songs, I didn't know their meaning. It just sounded good. I was able to pick it and I'll sing the songs. And if the lyrics are good, we don't need to start looking for the underlying meanings. There were songs I was singing that it was at this adult age I knew the meaning of those songs. But but we sang those songs, the melody was good, and everybody moved on. What I usually say to parents is, the school, though they have their responsibility, but they will not do everything for you. The children that are coming into the school are a mixed multitude from different backgrounds. So your job is to ensure that you are constantly teaching your children to be able to tell. They already know some words that are bad. They know not to use those words. When they hear those words, they know not to run away from those words. There was a time my kids, they were much younger. They went to visit a family friend and they stayed over. the weekend. So when I go back, she was like, how did you get your children at that age? I think Kosiso was 4 or 5. At that age to be able to tell that this is adult content. So when they put African Magic in their sitting room, the house helps, she will say, adult, adult. We're not supposed to watch adult, adult. She could tell. And she was asking me, how did I do it? I said, well, they go to grandmas all the time. I could censor in my own house, but I couldn't censor grandma and grandpa. Grandpa always loved to watch African Magic. And because the kids are there, they will watch it. So I had to quickly start teaching the children that once grandpa puts this, you are not supposed to sit in that sitting room. Go upstairs and find something that is adult, adult. So in fact, they could not even pronounce it. Just adult, adult. Adult at the time, and that's what I did. Because of the situation I found myself, I had to quickly teach them so they know what to do and what not to do, what to listen to and what not to listen to, because you can't really predict where your children will be, the friends they will have, what they will hear in their classrooms. It's safer for me to know that my kids can decipher from very early.
Okay, let me take Chooks from Port Harcourt. Good morning, Chooks. You're live.
Yeah, good morning.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, basically, I'm a parent, and the topic is quite interesting. For me, the school, to a very large extent, play a role in the upbringing of our children. And I possibly, speaking for myself, can possibly be doing my best in my own house or my home, trying to curtail the kind of music my children consume. Like my home, my children don't watch all these music channels, maybe all these music channels. I don't allow them to watch it because of some of the overrated music that are played on that those channels. So talking about the school playing some kind of song, I don't think it's not good, especially if the song themselves have kind of viewed the lyrics. I would not be pleased if I find out that my child is being taught to sing a song that it has some kind of viewed lyrics in it. I will not be pleased with that because
Okay. Thank you so much, Chooks, for your views.
I want to quickly just mention something else. You know, we talk about how celebrities. I explained one day we're discussing about somebody. I think it was at Mariah's birthday. I mentioned one particular actor that I just said I like. It's not like he's acting or anything, but I just liked him, maybe based on an exposure I had with him. And we know that our children have celebrity crushes. They have people that they just like something about them. They like this person. And they have celebrity role models. They like the dress celebrities where they want to wear, they want to do the celebrity's hairstyle. And we're giving them early exposure to this artist in a way that they build this emotional, I love this artist. They don't see anything right or wrong with the artist anymore. Even if the artist does something bad, for them, I like the artist. And a lot of these artists don't see themselves as role models. They see themselves as, I'm living my own life. If I like, I can smoke the one that will kill me tomorrow. I don't care. But our children are building emotional attachment to this artist. So, and we're exposing them too early when they cannot decipher right or wrong clearly enough yet. Even when you teach them, they are still impressionable. So I feel that as a school, as parents, if you know that this person represents something that you don't want your children to do, you might like the song, but you don't like who he is and what he's doing. You are old enough to decide. I can watch a movie where they are jumping and flying and I will not jump. But my children watch the same movie and they'll start practicing immediately. So I told them, I said, the reason I don't allow you watch these things because you are not able to know that I cannot practice what I've just watched. And so we as parents are supposed to stand in that gap till they are old enough to be able to decipher and be able to make those decisions by themselves. So as a school, please, this is a no-no and you shouldn't do it in future because you are exposing your children, these children, to artists that they will now have this so much love for. I stumbled into Beyonce and I was seeing comments. She didn't put a caption. She just put a picture. Beyonce just put a picture of herself and see comments, love, like, I'm in love. And I'm like, this is a human being. And why are you guys tripping all over?
Let me take
That's the way we like.
Michael Jackson.
Let me take Dari. Thanks for Dari for calling. You're live.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
You see, my take on this is just simple. You see, most of the time, we sit on the seat of judgment to pass judgment across immediately. Please, let's understand what we judge all about. Sometimes the children are innocent of what they are doing, but we as the parent, it's left for us and to pass the necessary information, and don't just condemn anything just because we have a mindset. They have right to enjoy themselves at this level, but we are there to guide both parents and school. Please, let's bring this synergy together and don't just stand on the place of judgment. Good morning, that's my thing.
Thank you, Jerry, because that brings us to the point where the kids don't have a clue what they're saying. So I get that. That's where we come in as parents to ensure that they're able to eventually decide. But at this age that these kids are going by the condemnation of the people that they've experienced.
I don't think the children are being condemned themselves, you know. Where if we see it all the time. We'll see a little child on her own, maybe in her own house, dancing to a song or some lyrics. We find it cute. The reason why this is a bit jarring is because it's a school, and it's a school performance. So it's like there must have been rehearsals, there must have been, you know, that sort of thing. And in all that time, all the teachers and the authority think that this was the best sort of song for the children to sing and dance to. That's what people were talking about. So we understand that children will pick up things as they go. You know, I have cousins that their parents are pastors, but they sing regular songs. But I know that in their homes, they already know what is allowed in their home and what is allowed in church, you know. They would not take that song that they've learned. It's not like their parents are unaware that they would come in contact with the world. They know, they have set it, but they have put down a foundation for them. And they hope that as they're growing up and testing out new things, they understand what is important. And we're just saying that we hope that the school that I send my child also understand that these are the values I would like for them to.
Can I sorry to cut short, but do you realize that these children singing might actually be from the home? Because what I saw in that video is because they're ballerinas. That's not the song they sing to dance ballet, number one. Sure. So when I'm seeing lots of people on the stage, what it suggests to me is that maybe after the whole end of year performance, everybody gets on stage and they're not playing
that
music.
radio is school radio.
No, I'm just saying that.
Yes, not the children that brought the radio from their
somebody now gave him the mic because you're singing and dancing. Okay, since you didn't know the lyrics, I'm just saying that different perspectives. Miriam, hear me out. You know, hear me out.
My children's party, I stopped the DJ from playing.
I was going to even tell you, schools play these songs anyway.
Exactly.
They even bring these artists. Yeah, we have to acknowledge that things have changed. Schools do play these songs. They bring artists and their children and our children dance.
And parents play the songs too.
Some parents are unhappy about it. Some parents will tell you, my child is not even coming for this event because it does not. But many other parents are like, this is fine by me. But this is the world that we live in right now. Schools think it's fine, you know, for some of these things.
Let me take
I
this
think
call.
Let's leave our children to grow up a bit.
All right, let me take Etsu and we'll wrap up on this. Good morning, Etsu. Are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Thanks for calling. You're live.
Thank you. We really appreciate your program every morning.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I said, well, some of this issue, the last caller has said it, you know, we need to monitor some of these private schools. For me, you know, I'm a Muslim, we don't encourage dancing, singing, you understand. But again, it's part of celebration sometimes. But again, we have to, just as what I just said, we have to monitor what is going on. I also want you to be using this, your medium, Morat. We have the issue of food security. Please don't be tired of discussing the issue of food security. Nigerians are suffering. This issue of borrowing, thank God you said it in your paper about buying 40 billion more cars. So these are the issues we want you to be discussing, even if it will take you 8 days, so that these people will listen to what Nigerians are saying. You understand? There is no way you borrow, you give a judiciary at 5 billion, senator 70 billion. You know, Nigerians are not happy. We really appreciate your program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Etsu. We'll be discussing that next. That was our next topic.
All
right.
Thank you. Devil's advocate on this matter. I know where I stand. I don't like secular music being played around because the videos are worrisome. Do you know I went to the salon?
You dance the most to secular music.
Yeah, I went to. I'm old enough to know that I will not do some things. So I went to the salon and kids were cutting their hair in the salon, and the video that was showing was this. Music video. I don't know what I was. I don't want to mention the brand. I can't remember. But the music video had people wearing bikinis and they were actually shaking like it was a booty shaking in front of the camera. And I saw the kids. The boys are just looking.
How about the
like
girls?
the boys were like the boys were cutting their hand. They were like looking, and I had to tell the person that I said, "Hello, you have children in the salon. You can't watch things like this." While they are there. Probably they've never seen somebody this naked before, and you're exposing them pre-time, you know. And I made them change it, and I educated them that next time you have children here, don't watch those kind of things. That's on one side. And another side is TD Jake's, one of TD Jake's daughters, I've forgotten her name, not Sarah, the other lady. She posted a video, a Nigerian artist, and she was like vibing to the Nigerian song. Me that I know what the guy was singing, I think it was a Burna Boy song. I say, pastor's daughter, if you know what you're vibing to, you will not put it on Instagram. So we have those cases where people don't know, they have no idea what the song means.
Just go with the melody.
Beecee was singing and singing to something. I said, if you know what they are saying in that song, when I explained to her, she was like, she had no idea. She just felt like, this song is good. I'm feeling it. I say, you don't know what you're feeling. So sometimes the teachers and everybody around in that moment did not know what the song actually means, and they're just enjoying the beats
lyrics
and the beats of the song and the feel they get from it.
So can I ask a question? So what do you people think these songs will do to the children? You know why I'm asking? Because I grew up listening to all of those songs. I listened to them, I sang them, I moved on with them. So what do you think it will do to the children just because they listen and vibe to the songs that they had they didn't understand the meaning?
That's a question worth talking about, but unfortunately we have to wrap up on this. That's all we can take on this segment. We'll come back, move on to other topics. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.